Hey everyone, you're welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to cook coconut rice. Well, this rice is basically cooked with coconut juice and it is not coconut fried rice. To begin, you're going to buy your coconuts and break open, then proceed to chop into smaller pieces. Add water and blend. You can take this to a grinding mill, you can grate this, you can equally just buy the coconut milk and use. That is perfectly okay. So after blending it, this is the pulp that you're going to have. If you have a cheesecloth, you can equally use it, but I'll be using a sieve. So you're going to extract the coconut milk from the coconut chaff itself. So we'll be using the milk, and this is a bulk coconut rice recipe. You'll see how much rice we'll be making, and this is just a milk which has been set aside. Now over to the chaff. Some people do not completely discard it. There are times where we just sprinkle some in our rice. So we'll be using pork as our choice of protein, and we are just going to proceed to season up our pork and then add some blended garlic and ginger, then pepper, seasoning cubes and salt. After 20 to 30 minutes, our pork was ready and we are just going to set it aside. Now when it comes to cooking pork, you have to take at least some time to cook it, because if you eat pork which has not been properly cooked, it is definitely going to be a problem health wise. On the fire, you're going to stand an empty dry pot and then proceed to add some oil, any cooking oil of choice. We are not going to go in with so much because coconut produces its own kind of oil. So if you go in with so much oil, your rice will be oily. Now add in some salt and then proceed to add your onions and fry. After frying your onions, you're going to add your ginger, garlic, pepper mix and then proceed to give it a good mix. You're actually just going to fry this. I would like to make some corrections. You do not necessarily need to let your onions fry to that extent. When they get translucent, you can start frying this mix. That's okay. To this pot, you're going to add some chicken glory and some fried rice seasoning. Now when it comes to cooking coconut rice, you have to be careful with the external spices you add, because they might overshadow the taste and smell of your coconut rice or coconut. So you're just going to give that a good mix and then proceed to add your tomatoes. Now tomatoes have been washed and sliced to these sizes, so you're just going to add all of it to your pot. Some people do not like to add tomatoes to their coconut rice because they feel the slightest mistake actually change the flavor and taste of the rice. So others really go in with very small tomatoes, but this is my method and I'm going to show you guys how to cook it. It is just how to cook simple coconut rice, no stress. After frying our tomatoes until it has released some water, then we are going to add our pork meat and its stock. So this is because we want the pork meat to cook inside the tomatoes. So we are going to let it cook for some time until the water starts getting dry. Over to our rice. So we are going to select and wash our rice. So you wash it 3 times, and I'm sure that will be enough to have clear water. So this is a grain of rice we'll be using, which is on the bigger side. It's not a small grain. After washing our rice, we are going to strain out the excess water and then proceed to add it to our base, which is our tomatoes, onions, and everything you've just seen. And we are going to give that a good mix. The reason why you should try to strain all of the water out of your rice, and that is possible if you put your rice in a sieve or a colander, so the excess water goes out. Now this is because you are going to be adding coconut milk to this pot of rice until it gets ready. Now you're going to add your coconut milk to your rice, and you're going to give it a good mix. Now please do not add so much milk. You go in with little at different intervals so you do not make your rice too moist or soggy. So you're just going to add coconut milk. Once this one is dry, you go in with coconut milk, water that is just above your rice. It surpasses it just for a bit. Generally, that is how you cook rice, so you get to avoid situations where your rice is either soggy or soft, or here in Cameroon we call it poto poto. So you avoid situations like that. So our rice is ready, and as you can see, there is no form of moisture whatsoever. It is completely dry and very yummy. It does not stick to the spoon, as you can see. So this is very good to try. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please let me know if you'll be trying out this recipe. You can garnish with whatever vegetable you deem fit or necessary. You can use carrots, you can use green beans, that's up to you. You can equally use chicken or beef. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next. Bye.